Hi, and welcome to Facebook Friday. I'm your host, Dan Chappelle, the Wealthy Travel Agent. And today I hope this will be one of many in a series of Facebook Fridays that you'll be able to join me for. You know, I'm going to just share some missives that I've learned throughout the week and things that might help you with your business. But as most of you know, if you followed me for any length of time, read my articles in Agent at Home or Travel Research Online, I'm all about focusing on the fundamentals. And I read an interesting interview earlier this week. It was by a web consultant, web and social marketing consultant for a growing host agency out there that's doing some great things in the industry. But the interview, she was asked about her marketing and what she did. And it turns out that here is a web designer and social marketing person who stated in the interview that she only spends about 5% of her marketing dollars on online advertising. Now, that was kind of an aha for me because, as you know, as I say, I always focus on the fundamentals and things that are important to you and the best ways to spend your money, which brought me back to a story that has always resonated with me, and it's called Acres of Diamonds. And many of you have probably already heard about this, but it's a story about an African farmer who heard all the stories of the riches that people were finding throughout the continent, and he decided he was going to sell his farm and run off and spend his life searching for diamonds. And that's exactly what he did. But he never really found any. And so in a moment of despair, he threw himself into the river and drowned. In the meantime, though, the person that bought his farm was wandering around and happened to cross a creek and saw this shiny little object in there, a rock, and he thought it was quartz or some sort of other type of stone, and took it home, put it up on his mantle. And a few weeks later, a friend of his came over and was just astonished to see what turned out to be one of the largest uncut diamonds that had ever been found. Literally, the farmer had been sitting on acres of diamonds, and there were many, many more. And supposedly this is a true story about the birth of the De Beers Diamond Company. But there's a lot of truth to this, and there's a lot that you can take from this, and that literally you are sitting on your own acres of diamonds. Now, if a social marketing and website designer consultant within the industry is spending 5% of her own revenue in marketing dollars on online stuff, which is reaching out to people, it's cold marketing, what does that say to us? If we're sitting on our own acres of diamonds, shouldn't we be taking advantage of the networking opportunities and the things that we have that are sitting right on top of us, or that we're standing right on top of? I'm a big believer in if you do the fundamentals well, everything else is going to fall into place. So the fundamentals of what we do to get new customers, it has to do with using your social networks, your immediate circle of influence of friends, family, business acquaintances, and as we know, they change over time as you grow older, but use these folks to solicit business, to get to the second and third level. Because remember, if you've paid any attention to any of the programming I've done, you know that about 10 to 15% of your business is going to come from people who are close to you. 60 to 65% of the business is going to come from your second and third level contacts. So it makes sense to have a good systematic process to get out there and reach out to those people. Okay? So start using and have the scripts, and scripts are available for those of you in the club. The scripts are available there for you to reach out by phone, by email, by combination of those to your people and ask for help. That's all you want to do, is you want to ask for help. Who do you know who could benefit from my services? And that will get you to that second and third level of folks that are going to actually buy your services. So that's it for Facebook Friday. I want to make it brief. We're going to do this hopefully every Friday, keep it 5 minutes or less. But let's get out there, let's go make some money, and good luck to you, and welcome to the club, and I hope you do great in life today. Have a great weekend.